Okay, I'm back. I have just coated the outside of the bowl with a dark green underglaze. This is not the shade of green it will be when it fires. It will fire darker and slightly more blue than this. And contrary to the bottle's instructions, since this is a commercially prepared glaze, I do have instructions. I am not putting on 3 coats because I really only want color in the veining and whatever skips across the surface. So when doing this, there's no need to waste all that glaze that you're just going to wipe off anyway. Could I have done this with a glaze not labeled underglaze? Absolutely. I've done it many times. As always, it's important that your glaze fit the clay body and the purpose for which you intend it. In this case, all that I'm working with is food safe and lead free. So now I'm going to begin to stroke off some of this. For the sake of not using 12 rolls of paper towels, I'm using a sponge. You can use whatever you like. Yes, it's messy, but isn't that half the fun? Takes lots of rinsing and lots of going back until you can see the glaze in the areas you want it. If I turn this a little bit, I think you'll be able to tell that the surface is starting to peek through, but the deep recesses are going to retain the glaze more thickly, so they'll be darker. I also realized I forgot to sign this bowl while it was still wet. My customary way is to do it with a pin tool and scratch my initials into it, so I need to remember to sign in glaze somewhere on this before I fire it. Oh, I like this. It's working. Since I can't look into the camera and this at the same time, let me turn it for you so we can see if it's starting to show what we need. And that's the basic technique. Once again, I will be using a clear glaze over this because it is going to be a vessel intended for regular dinnerware use, and I want it to be strong and protected.